still not. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Kristen. I'm on early again today because I have some plans. Oh, forgot my light. Let's put that on. Get some light on in this bitch. I don't understand why it's not posting to my personal account. What is going on? It should be, but it doesn't seem to want to. I wonder if it's from all the Facebook jail time. Maybe Facebook just is not letting me post live videos to my account anymore through Restream. It's so weird. I don't get it. Because I can't share the video out. Please like and share the video out. Comment, subscribe, do what you do. You know the drill. I'm trying to find why it's not coming up on my personal page. And it's not. Something is different. Facebook has changed something, I think. They're making it harder for vigilantes like me, spiritual vigilantes, to get the message out. Anyways, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to get to today's forecast because I'm going to go to Dallas with my roommate. So, couple new things. I did the first set of tarot I made it through Leo yesterday, so that means we've got Aries up, Taurus up, Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. And so I have to say that the first two, I forgot how I had filmed them in Mexico. So the first two, which are Aries and Taurus, are filmed the wrong direction with the camera. So they have black borders on the side. They look a little silly, but it's just a mistake. It's a learning curve thing. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Please check them out. Let me know if they resonate or if they make sense to you, if anything that I'm saying does make sense. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to, because it's such a general reading, it feels sort of like I'm talking vaguely into space and I'm not sure if I'm making any sense whatsoever. So let me know if any of that does resonate or make sense for you. And I hope that you guys appreciate it. Any ideas of anything you guys want to see, let me turn on the music. I will try and do a pick a card, hopefully this week. And I'm going to do a card unboxing this week video. I have a lot of stuff planned, and I still want to get to the charming. So I'm a busy dude. I didn't realize getting home was going to make me this busy, but I do have a lot of stuff. It's also the first of the month, and I kind of let it creep up because of the move. I let it creep up, and the tarot scopes do take a bit of time. So I plan on finishing those today. For those of you that are in the latter half of the zodiac, I'm sorry, but you are going to have to wait until later this evening before they go up. I'm going to come back from Dallas and do the rest of them this afternoon, hopefully, or at least a portion of them. And then those at the very end, we'll have to wait until tomorrow, depending on my energy levels. But please check them out. Please let me know what you think. Let me see what are the comments. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Ducky. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Belen. Good morning, Lori Ann. Good morning, Nancy. I said that. And Kristen. Good morning, Sean Harmel. How are you? So I am here to do the daily forecast. We know what that's all about. Let's start with our breathing. You know how it goes. Oh, somebody's pushing the door open. We have a guest. We have two guests. The tap dancing twins are coming in. I told them to, the Bulldogs, I was like, you guys, if you want to come in the room, let's do it now so that you can get comfortable and Daddy can get to work. But no, they have to wait. And then of course I didn't shut the door completely. So now we have little tap dancing toes in the background. Just think of it as like a babbling brook or a sprinkling of water as we do our breathing exercises this morning, as you hear them tapping around on the tile. Just think of it as gentle rain falling on a metal ceiling, or a metal roof in the countryside. How does that sound? Good morning, Kayanat Bakari. How are you? Hey, good morning, Kim Cincinnati. How are you? All right, so let's get started. I'm going to say what we do every morning. Big, deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Imagine positive signs going into the body and releasing as we exhale negative minus signs out of the mouth so that we're releasing old, outdated energy that no longer works and bringing in... Oh shit, I left my small screen up. You guys see my new holder. This is another change that we're gonna... Buddha will be back at times. Buddha will do cameos, but we're going to put the card up in this beautiful amethyst crystal that we have here in the lower portion of the screen. I meant for that to be a surprise. Damn it, I was rushing. Anyways, so let's do our breaths, keeping in mind that we're doing them first for the body, then the mind, then the spirit, slowly raising our vibration up. And or quickly, if those of you want to move quickly, you certainly can. There's no judgment on how fast you raise your vibration, but just being the conscious awareness of what we're trying to do. And by the end, by the third breath, ideally we want to be behind our eyes, in the center of our head, sort of focused in the present moment as much as possible. No judgment, no effort. Do not worry if you can't attain that, or if you are, feeling like you can't. You might very well be and just not recognize it. And even if you're not, that's okay. Just attempting it is enough to send the message out to the universe that you want to get there at some point, and the universe will conspire to help you. Okay? So let's take those breaths in. Let's close your eyes with me. And we'll start with the first breath for the body. And breathe deep into the belly through the nose. Inhale. Let's just hold it for a moment. Let that oxygen really get to our brain, and exhale. Really release that air out of the body with purpose and intention. Those of you that know about grounding, you can put down your grounding cord on that first breath from the base of your spine, your first chakra connecting to the center of the planet. And let's inhale a second time and hold for a few seconds. So inhale. Hold. Let's thank the mind and release. Beautiful. Let's inhale and hold again for the spirit. Intention is that we're honoring our spirit. Inhale. Hold. Get behind your eyes if you can, and release. Open your eyes when you're ready. And that's just to bring your attention to here, not out there on what's going on or what's about to come. We're about to put our attention on the energy of today, okay? So I'm going to shuffle the cards with the intention of looking for the energy of today. For those of us that are not only watching now, but those of us that are going to be watching throughout the day or coming across this video at any given time. The Spirit, please give us a card that best represents the energy for Monday, September 2nd. Oh, and it's a holiday. Happy holiday. I think it's Labor Day, right? I'm not sure. I'm so clueless. But happy Labor Day. I hope all of you are enjoying your day off, those of you that are getting to have one. So... It's funny, the thing that I'm feeling with the cards today feels like determination, guys. I'm not so sure what that's about. It feels very, like, not a lot of resistance, but a lot of determination. Like, those of us are going to get some things done today. I don't know if we have, if we're utilizing this holiday or this day off to get some last-minute things finished, or we're determined in getting something created. Cards feel very determined today, very clear in their desire. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm not sure if that makes sense. Please like and share this video since I can't. Share it to Lightworkers live feeds, wherever you can. Good morning, Barbara Stevens. Good morning, Amanda Lynn Wright. Good morning, Jamie Taylor. But the cards feel very crisp and very, like I said, the good word here today is determined. Alright, so let's take a look and see what we've got for today's card. Interesting. So today is the Man of Wands. Let me see if this is even going to stand up in here. I just thought it would be kind of cool to put it up in here, because I have this as one of my crystals. It's sort of like a little altar. Oh, a little altar crystal. That kind of holds, right? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. So this is the Man of Wands. This is definitely a fiery energy. It's a spirit-based card. It's sort of like the King of Wands in any traditional tarot, and it is the Actor card. This is basically us putting on whatever face we need to put on to make it through the situation today, but doing it with determination. Again, there's that word. Doing it with determination and conscious effort, or not effort. Effort is not necessarily the right word. Conscious awareness of what it is we're doing, right? So we're playing the role, but we're choosing to play the role. We're choosing to play the role actively that gets us what it is that we want today, or what it is that we need today, what it is we're trying to create today. We're in a position of power because this is like the Man of Wands. It's not the Page or the Sage in this deck. It's more, or the Child of Wands. It's more like we know what we're doing, we're being aware of it, we're using our prowess and our ability to kind of push ourselves forward. Now, remember, yesterday's card was that Wheel of Fortune at the beginning of the week. So I like that this card is showing up because it tells us that we are taking the steps that we need to almost counterbalance or counteract what we saw coming in. I'm sorry if I keep looking to the side. My calendar is now over here and not in front of me on my desk. So I go there to refer back to the cards that have previously been brought up for the week. So when I'm looking over there, I'm referencing what we talked about yesterday. So this Actor card to me says, it's not a fake it till you make it situation. For some of you, it may be, but it really is about getting in there, putting on the hat that you need to put on to make today successful, to get your goals accomplished, to turn that Wheel of Fortune that we saw yesterday in the right direction. There was a couple of heavier cards happening later in the week. The Stagnation card, our good old friend Stagnation, the Eight of Cups, and what was the other one? It was the Nine of Crystals, which was Narrowness, which was sort of like Stinkin' Thinkin' card at the end of the week. I feel like this is maybe us utilizing those two cards as a warning to get into our actor space, get into our active wand space, fiery energy, productive energy, making things happen, and putting on the face or the attitude that we need to get that Wheel of Fortune working in our favor. Okay? And again, I did say yesterday, if you go back and you reference and look at yesterday's video, I did say that those two cards that would appear to be negative, Stagnation and Narrowness, are not actually negative. They're actually teachers. They're showing us what it is we need to let go of. This Man of Wands is sort of us being in the seat of power, the driver's seat, deciding, okay, what is it that we want to let go of? What is it that we don't need? What is it that we want? How is it that we need to behave? What is it that we need to choose to focus on? And actively, there's an activeness to this. There's a consciousness to this because it is a Wands card, because it is dealing in the energy of fire. There is a not forcefulness, but a how do I want to put it? It's sort of like being conscious and going after it. Even if we don't feel like we're fully fulfilling that, some of us might feel like we're putting on a front or acting a little bit, but that's okay. Sometimes that's all it takes, is what we choose to focus on, is what we choose to manifest. So today is a day of doing that. Being aware of what role are we playing in our life? What thoughts are or what role are the thoughts or the emotions playing in our life, right? Where are we coming from? We can choose the role we play. And today, this card says that we are actively choosing that and aware of that, the majority of us. Though some of us are more on the, I don't want to say pessimistic side, but those of us that feel a little bit more helpless or a little bit more stuck, you might feel like you're faking it a little bit. That's where this card could also mean a little bit. You're not, though. Even if you are faking it, how do I want to say it? Like, it's like the phrase "fake it till you make it." Like, if you focus on it enough and even pretend that things are getting better, you'll start to believe it. It will start to set in. Things will start to get better. You will become more consciously aware and more active in producing the results that you do want. We are protected. We do have our capability. We are spiritually connected. This is a spirit card because it is the wands. There are a lot of different faces going on here, a lot of different activity. We are able to move and, I use this word manipulate a lot. There's a couple of cards in the deck that remind me of manipulation, but it's a positive form of manipulation. Okay, it's sort of like taking the energy and manipulating it so that it works for us, not at the detriment of others, but for us, right? It doesn't have a negative connotation. So what I want to say with this card is that it feels like today we will be actively manipulating the energy by choosing who we want to be and how we want to be from a place of power and authority in our lives, right? And from there, we can then wear the hat or put on the mask or the face or the attitude or the perception that we need that's best going to suit us and the environment around us to propel us forward. Does that make sense? Today is an opportune day for that. Use this fiery energy, use this this skill, this almost chameleon-like skill to move through the day and see what you can get accomplished. I think some of you will be greatly surprised. Those of you that are focused on the fact that it doesn't feel authentic or real, don't focus on that. Just focus on doing it and getting it done, right? Getting through your day and seeing what you can accomplish, okay? I think that would best suit you, right? There's a lot of people out there that aren't necessarily, how do I want to say it, being completely authentic anyways. So it doesn't hurt if this card is not about being inauthentic, but it is about putting on different hats to suit different situations to get to where you need to go, to create the dynamic energy that you need to create to propel yourself forward. So if that means maybe adjusting your attitude or adjusting who you are or what you believe for a minute, it isn't necessarily not being true to oneself, okay? So I think I'm going to be a total freak and do something way off the charts because I feel inspired to do so. Let's see if this works. One moment, guys. I'm just going to do a little quick test run, freak out a little bit. So let me see if this works. Give me one moment. So far, so good. And let me just adjust this for a moment. Okay, my kids. Ready? Let's do a charming just for the day for the group. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to reach into the charm box. Spirit, please give us a charming that will best sort of speak to this group today as to the energy of today. Okay, so let's look at the energy of the day and see how well this works today. I've added some new charms, guys, so we're going to see if we can charm out the energy of the day in conjunction with this Man of Wands card. So we've got double ones here, which I think is very cool. This would be in our subconscious. It feels like double ones to me also makes me think of 11, which is a master number, which is very, very cool. It also feels sort of balanced, and it's definitely grounded. We have the Bravery Charm dead center face down, and we have some the Rubber Cobra. He's new. Welcome the Rubber Cobra to the charm box. I'll tell you the whole story about him at some point. But the Rubber Cobra, he's kind of on this bravery. So if we've got some fake, flaky people around us right now that we're dealing with, that might be why we're using this Man of Wands actor card. We might need to be brave and put on a brave face today to sort of subvert some situations that we don't want to necessarily deal with. Does that make sense? We do have the sixth chakra up in our higher mind, so we do have clarity in our sixth chakra. Trust our intuition today. Be wise about that. Let me see here. What else do we have? We have both of the babies. I don't know what that's about. I think today's a good day to take care of oneself. Baby yourself. Be good to yourself, both in your higher mind and in your subconscious. Treat yourself as if you were a newborn baby. Give yourself love, care, cuddle yourself. This is for everybody as a collective, right? So I'm trying to read it from that place. We also have the upside down alien. He's new to the charm box too. And he is face down in our past. So I'm gonna say this. Some of you bitches were channeling some strange shit. And maybe it's me too, I don't know. But it feels like that's kind of going away. Whatever we were listening to, whatever information we were believing in is bullshit, and we're letting that go. I feel like this is this alien upside down, face down, going towards the past. It feels like it's alien information in the sense that it's not necessarily information or higher minded information that works for us, and we're becoming aware of that. And if you think about that, that makes sense with that stagnation card and that narrowness card, because the theme of this week is about sort of letting go of sort of shit that's holding us back. This alien says to me that, like, this could be spiritual information coming from spirit. Some of us could have some wonky guides, or some people that are some spirits that are being like, hey, I'm your guide, do this. And it's not really good information. Well, we're letting go of that, and it looks like we're trusting our clear intuition from ourselves, our own information. And that is really good. So I like to see that. I do see the bravery charm here. It looks like some of us are dealing with some snakes, but like this is the rubber snake. There's also a metal cobra. The rubber cobra to me feels like they're flaky. They're fucked up and rubbery and like kind of like goofy. Like they're really not anything to worry about. So they might be around you, or these situations might be annoying, but just let them be annoying, and just be brave and move your way through them. Put on that actor face today and move your way through. Um, what else do we have? We have the 2 up here in the higher mind in a red. I think that means about sort of love relationships, our relationship to ourselves, like the love and the care of that, I think is good. Those of you that are in a relationship with another person that you care deeply about, there could be a higher mind focus about that today. Maybe putting on that actor face, that man of wands, and really consciously doing something for the ones that we love, or for ourselves in a way that we wouldn't normally otherwise do. Does that make sense? And again, that it brings me back to that place of babying ourselves, loving ourselves. Both of these babies are upside down, but they're both face up. They both feel like they need to be taken care of. So this is really about loving and caring for, like, feeding and burping our fucking subconscious and higher mind. Take that subconscious, lay it on your shoulder, and go, add a baby, and let it burp out anything that's no longer working for it, okay? The other thing I see here is we have one of our new charms, the Eye of Horus. This used to be a necklace I used to wear for ages when I was a kid. I found it in a box. I found a bunch of charms the other day in a box. I showed it to Ducky, and it was weird. It was like a charm collection that I didn't know I had from like 20 years ago. I had been collecting charms and didn't even realize it. It was like little weird shiny things and necklaces and things that could be added to the charm box that I was like, oh my god, Ducky, this is like from 20 years ago. And it's like totally like its own charm box. So I added it all in. So this is the Eye of Horus. To me, it looks like we're looking to the future. There's some spiritual aspect to whatever it is we are looking to. I think that it is a slightly upside down, but it is face up. So there might be some refining or some thinking that we need to do today. Some refining in how it is we're going to create today. And that's part of this Man of Wands. It's like, which hat do we wear today? Which way do we want to choose to be? What do we want to choose to look at? How do we want to choose to be? So use this knowledge, use this clarity that we have here in this intuition. Stop listening to like the old voices in our head and the rubber snakes that are around us. Fuck them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just dicks, basically. Not that, I'm not a fan of dicks, but these kind of dicks we can let go of. What else do we have here? Let's just look. We have the rusty key in the future. I'm not really sure. I just threw this rusty key. It came with me from the house in Mexico, and I thought, how cool. I'm going to put it in the charm box because it is really rusty and it is a key. To me, I'm going to say what this represents right now is going into the future. There's some doors that need to be unlocked that we're not even aware of. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because this key is old and because this key is found, but I don't know where the door is. I think that that's what this key is going to represent. Not that we don't know where the door is, but we haven't seen the door just yet. And the door is coming in the future, and it's coming to us. We just need to trust and let it be that way. We've got the Virgin Mary. She's face down. She definitely represents as Virgo. I don't think we're all necessarily dealing with Virgos, but I think some of us could be dealing with our mothers. I feel like this might be mother energy or Virgo energy for some of you that are dealing with Virgos. I feel like either we're being not necessarily ignored, but we might be having some trouble with some of the females in our lives, or having some judgment coming at us from some females in our lives, from some Virgos in our lives, from some mothers in our lives, wherever that fits into your space, because this is a general charming reporting for duty. Um, Let that be, okay? That might be coming, it's starting now and maybe heading into the future, but part of this, I think it's touching this rusty key, meaning it's going to open a door. This relationship, whatever it may be for you, if it's with a Virgo, with a female, with a mother, or if you all have a female Virgo mother like myself, um, there's going to be some things that could change in the relationship. Or not change in the relationship, but there could be some things going on moving forward into the future, right? And we have this Man of Wands actor card today, which allows us to sort of fit ourselves into a place where we can best suit this situation. Okay? Underneath the key, there's one more last charm. It's the Geminis, or it's the twins. So again, we've got double babies, double babies. Weird. And that makes me think, you know where that makes me go to? That makes me go to this place of we've got 1, 2, and 1 and 2, right? Which is 2 and 2, which is 22. And I'm looking at the 1 and 1, which is 11. So it's kind of master numbery. Like, I feel like today might be a really good day for all of us. If we sit in our mastery and we remember that, move into the forward into this day feeling sort of balanced, treating yourself with kindness and care, thinking ground yourself in this mastery, these master numbers, I think, and care for yourself from that place with a clarity in your intuition and a definite emphasis in your higher mind of refining your vision for what it is you want to see in the future. Be aware that there are doors that are opening from this behavior or from this activity that you may not even be aware of yet, that you haven't even seen yet, and allow those doors to present themselves to you. Okay? That's your general charming for the morning. I don't know that I'm going to do this every morning, but I wanted to do it as a little bit of a surprise. There's a lot of new stuff in the charm box. There's even more new stuff to go in. I will do a charming at some point this week, but I know you guys miss and love the charming, so I wanted to, just throw that out there. Look forward to the rest of the tarot scopes, hopefully tonight, if not all of them getting done, but some of them will get done, and then the remaining will get done tomorrow. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I will do another pick a card. I didn't know moving was gonna. It's just that it's the first of the month and the tarot scopes. I should have been a little bit ahead of that. I didn't see that coming when I was busy organizing the house. But we'll be fine. We'll get through it, and we will get this information out to you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. Please like, share, subscribe, share this video out. You guys share it on your personal pages. Share it wherever you can, because I cannot, it appears, and I would like to, get as many people to see this stuff as possible. Get this message out there. All right? I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hey, Jen Nichols. This is great. My flaky mother-in-law is coming over today, and I'm trying to work on our relationship. Today's a good day to do that. But this is the thing. All right, so I'm going to flip the camera back. 1 second. Let me flip the camera back to Buddha. Hold on. Can I do that really quickly? This is the great thing. That's a perfect example, Jen Nichols. This actor card. Oh, it's flipped inverted because I have to invert the charm box. Let me flip it back. Look at me being all like computerized and shiz. Okay, now it's all fucked up because when I flip it back, it goes to large screen. But hold on. Save. I'll just slide this over here. We don't have to see me so much. Oh wow, that's huge. What the heck? What the duck? Okay, hold on, I need to make this way smaller. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. It's just not. It's going to take forever. Anyways, this Man of Wands card says, let's just get it out of there altogether. The Man of Wands card says to me, in this situation, Jen, that you can actively, consciously choose to play the role that you need to play to have a successful day and relationship with your mom. Even that red 2 in the Charming says that there is love to be had between the two of you. You just need to like keep focused on it in your higher mind, and you will have it. Okay, and that could be the Gemini symbol for you guys going into the future. It's like more of a partnered uh, relationship or something that's more stable. Okay, that could be what that means for you in this general Charming. But I think that you all have the ability with this Man of Wands card to definitely put on whatever face it is you need to, and whatever brave face you need to move yourself through the day with determination today. Keep that consciously aware. Be in your mastery. Think about the 11 and double babies. Y'all are gonna get pregnant today. I'm kidding. Maybe pregnant with ideas of how to be masterful in your day. But work with it and enjoy it. And I will see you all tomorrow. I have a bulldog right now under the table trying to get my attention. So I might need to let him out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Please like, share, and subscribe, comment, and keep on the lookout for the next videos. All right, thanks. Have a great day. Bye. Oh, and it's all just energy. So if you're stressing out and worried and freaking out, don't worry. It's all going to change. Just find the blessing, find the gratitude. I like to leave with that, because if you can't, you have to keep that focus. It will help to shift the situation for those of you that are suffering. Okay, I know that there's some people that tune in that are in the throes of their emotions or their pain. And sometimes when we're in that, it feels very real and very hard. And I'm not saying that it's not real, but we do have the capacity and the power to shift that or change that if we give ourselves the opportunity to look for the gratitude and the blessings within that situation. If it's not within that situation, we find what is working and we focus on that, and that will slowly shift our energy into a place where we can deal with the situation that's troubling us in a much more productive manner. All right, I love you guys. Have a great day. I'm off to Dallas, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. All right, have a good day. Bye.